Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 6, episode 8. This is Danielle.
And I'm Keisha.
And so, another week of, I'm just going to say it, the fuckery. Nothing shocking, except for the head of the Department of Education, Miss Linda McMahon, is up here talking about calling AI A1.
I mean,
she said it throughout her whole speech. A1, child.
I mean, I just think I don't even have the words. I just think it's really, and I'm stumbling over my words because I'm about to say this, but it's a rich person who appointed another rich person into a position.
Exactly. They paid for it.
And neither one of them understand that rich people, most rich people, are very detached from reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the reality of the norm of day-to-day people, I should say. Like what they're actually going through on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, she's calling it A1. She has no need to even know what it is.
Exactly.
Like, it's because some people are so high up in what they do, like mundane things that regular folk talk about every day. They don't even know what you're talking about.
No, not a clue.
Like, that's how rich they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is so many steps beneath them that they don't know what was that AI or was it true that Donald Trump kept calling Tesla Telsa? What did he kept saying?
Yeah, he kept saying Telsa. Yeah.
I like Telsas. And I'm like, what? Is this a joke? Is it a trick?
No, we're in reality. We're in hell.
He really doesn't know that it's Tesla.
Mm-mm.
But again, they are so... When is the last time that man has drove a car?
Exactly.
When is the last time he's had to be concerned with anything other than a Bentley, a Rolls Royce? Again, he's not driving, so he's probably in mostly Suburbans.
Oh, yeah.
When is the last time he's had to be bothered with the make and model of a vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what's going on out here.
No.
So, I mean, I'm saying that, but it's like, of course they don't know.
Right. I mean, are we really shocked? I mean, come on now,
Their
y'all.
money affords them the opportunity to live in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care.
No.
And that's why it's always shocking to me that you all pick them. But again, your racism is stronger than your common sense.
Exactly.
And that's what to me, that is the topic that should be on every news platform.
Mm-hmm.
We can say, this is day 78 of him being the dummy, but guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about being on day 78 of y'all being so racist?
Exactly.
That we told you, you didn't even have to read Project 2025.
Listen.
Because Black people in masses were reading it and breaking it down for you point by point.
No, we were just over-exaggerating. Still.
Because again, white people are so... I watched something and a guy said, we have afforded white people not we, but
Mm-hmm.
the masses of white people have afforded the opportunity for mediocre white people to be so mediocre and mundane because just as long as you're white, we pay you the most money if you apply for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're white, we're not going to make it hard for you to get a house. We're not going to ask you to jump through any hoops. We're just going to give it to you just based on merit. It doesn't make a
Right.
difference.
Yep.
Just because you're white. And what
Mm-hmm.
it has done is it has put mediocre people
Yep.
in a sense of superiority
Mm-hmm.
over people who are clearly better than them.
Exactly.
It's like taking LBJ's statement and magnifying it
Oh yeah. That's still
because that's what they've done.
mm-hmm.
They have
They live
made
by that.
the most mediocre white people believe they are better than the best anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's sick.
It is. It's sick and it's sad. And it's just like y'all just keep
And
falling
that's
for
why
it
you have that man in the White House.
twice.
Because listen, my friend is an educator and she will tell you every time. I'm telling you right now, his Lexus score, I feel like that's the number the word that she calls it,
Mm-hmm.
is second grade. She said, I'm telling you right now, he's not reading past the second
Oh
grade level.
no. I mean, just look how he talks.
Look at the words he used. You can clearly
Exactly.
tell if that man get up there and say bigly one more time, it's gonna be big. Can you find another word? The people around you aren't even trying to expand your vocabulary,
No.
and that's how we know you can't read.
Exactly.
They're afraid to put big words in front of you. They're scared that you're gonna say them wrong. They know you can't read.
Yeah.
They know it.
Girl, it is.
And that's sad. Like, here y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
I said it the
Still.
first term, and I keep saying that y'all got the president that y'all deserve because
Mm-hmm.
everything that America is, he is.
Exactly. Thank you. Yep.
Oh,
And it shows.
and
So
now y'all mad because we ain't doing nothing.
let's you just segue right into the first topic I had, girl. So let's start. Okay, so these two kind of bad, piggyback off each other. So white folks, we're gonna stay on y'all for a second because So what is this confusion as to y'all being so perplexed that we're not showing up for these rallies and protests that are going on around the country? Y'all are really shocked that black people aren't there. We told y'all we're not coming. We told you we are sitting these next 4 years out. We're doing our own thing. We're minding our business. We're drinking our water. We're learning line dances. We're buying more fans and whistles. That's just what it is. That's just what's going to happen.
Well, let me say it to y'all in a language you understand.
Please.
Per our last email, if we could draw your attention to line 7,
Yes.
we made it clear that we would not be showing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We made songs about it. We made speeches
Due
about it.
to your inability
Listen.
to follow the instructions that were given to you on November and in October.
Yes.
No, on November, September, and August. We made it clear per our last email
Mm-hmm.
that in January you could kiss our ass.
Pretty much.
And here it is, April,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all drowning.
Yep.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Because guess what? Bitch, we're not throwing out no life preservers either.
No.
No, we're not sending a token Negro to come get y'all.
Mm-mm.
We talking to our own people
That's it.
about our own shit.
That's it.
And just while we're here, Frito-Lay and PepsiCo, y'all asses next on the chopping block. See what's happening to Target? Y'all next.
Y'all next. Because as much as black folks like them, an ice cold Pepsi and some Lay's potato chips.
Cause it's the second week. I told you if that man in there don't do nothing else, he listen to every word Al Sharpton say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the second week that Reverend Sharpton done said something about y'all being next on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all pulled y'all's DEI program,
Yep.
and y'all had committed to the George Floyd. See, what people trying to figure out is why y'all pick Target.
Right.
Why y'all pick this? All these other companies taking their DEI away. But let me tell you what them other companies didn't do. They didn't make a commitment to George Floyd
Mm-hmm.
when he got murdered in the
Right.
street.
Yep.
And so these people who stepped up and opened up their mouth, and you put George Floyd's name in your mouth and said that you was gonna step up and you was gonna create these programs and you was gonna fight for justice on his behalf. So what y'all thought y'all was getting ready to do was run off of our emotion
Mm-hmm.
and put that out in the atmosphere and say what y'all was going to do in his honor and in his name because injustice is wrong. And now y'all's cousin then got his racist ass in the White House. And now everything is being pulled back. So every one of y'all that said George Floyd's name, your day is coming.
Mm-hmm.
What Malcolm say? Your chicken's gonna come home to roost.
Basically.
And they coming right now. So Target, I saw your stock was down about 84 fucking dollars.
Damn. Look at that.
$84.
Look at that.
Huh, Pepsi, you next.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
quit buying Miss Vicky's chips already. I fuck y'all. It's good. I don't drink pop. I like I just told somebody, listen, I'm about to be a year in. I don't even need a pop.
Right.
And I wasn't drinking no Pepsi anyway. It's fuck y'all. I'm telling you that right now.
Basically.
So y'all better go Google
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi
Yep.
and see what brands Pepsi owns. And stop. Stop buying that
Stop
shit.
buying it.
Now this just a soft
Yeah.
boycott.
Yeah, and that's all
Cause
we gotta do.
they ain't announced it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I've been talking about it for the past 2 weeks. You know, he be having that National Action Network meeting
Yep.
every Saturday still. He been talking about it for the past 2 weeks. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell y'all, get ready. This where it's gonna hurt y'all. We just asked y'all not to go into a store.
Yep.
But see, y'all been still going to the grocery store. Pepsi own a lot of products.
Mm-hmm. So look into that.
And y'all gotta get ready. And I'm gonna look it up because next week I'm gonna tell y'all the household items that Pepsi own
Please do.
that you're gonna have to stay away from. And I'm gonna post the list on the Instagram page too.
Okay. Yeah, do
Cause
that.
y'all ask next.
Yeah.
And Reverend Sharpton ain't backing down.
No, just like he didn't from Target. So and him
No,
and
no.
no,
Him and Jamal,
him
they
and
no.
Jamal. Nope.
They ain't backing down.
Nope.
Matter of fact, Jamal is having a bullseye event at his church where they got like all these vendors
Yes.
coming to the church. I think it's like 100 vendors
Yes.
coming to the church where you can shop black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, y'all thought we were playing.
No. See, it's the silent stuff. We
Mhm.
ain't got to be out there, causing a scene. And speaking of which, white folks. So to piggyback off of that, there was a video that was going around. I saw another video too, kind of saying the same thing. But this white lady,
Mhm.
she was really shocked and she was wondering why, there wasn't a huge at these protests around the country. There wasn't a huge police presence. And then it finally came to her. It clicked to her that it's because black folks weren't there. There weren't any black people there, so there was no threat. So now she gets it. Now she gets why there's always a huge police presence at protests where there are going to be a lot of black people, but when they're not, like you can see, like, and I can speak from just experience here. Like I don't live far from a Tesla dealership. There's one right in the middle of Easton. You remember where H Gregg used to be?
Mhm.
That's now a Tesla dealership. So it's right in the middle of Easton Town Center. So they're over there protesting like every Saturday. And I think even sometimes during the week. You don't see no black people over there, but you know what? You also don't see any police officers. You may see one or two, and you may see Easton security, but what are they going to do? So it's like, so now y'all are finally understanding and getting why there's such a huge police, because they said that they were ready to be there and be uncomfortable. This is what they're saying. This is what white people are saying, and feel like there was going to be, a huge police presence and there was going to be all this violence and everything like that. No, no.
Because there is a plot against the African American people in this country to put us into the criminal justice system.
Mm-hmm.
If there are no black people, we don't need any police because we don't want to arrest anybody.
Yep.
I mean, period, point blank.
That's it.
The whole goal of the police force when the police were started was to what? Was to control slaves that had recently been released. Police ain't never been for y'all. I
Right.
I thought y'all knew that.
I mean, come on now.
I'm sure most of you are married to police officers. I thought you knew that the police were never there for you.
Right.
They trust y'all. They've even trusted you in the past to work out your own disputes.
Yeah. Well, I
You've
mean,
never had to call the police for anything.
mm-mm. Nope.
You call them, and if you see, most of the people who call the police are poor white people
Yeah.
calling the police on each other, or calling because they ain't even really always calling the police on black people who they neighbors, because
Right.
we all in the same economic system.
Mm-hmm.
But you see rich white folks will call the damn police on delivery drivers.
Yes.
I mean, UPS delivery drivers,
With their uniform on
FedEx
and
deliver
coming out the
with their
truck.
full uniform on.
Ugh.
Police ain't never been there to stop no white people from doing nothing.
No, doing their job.
Never, ever. So I mean, I thought y'all. I didn't know that this was something foreign
I didn't either. I was
to
just like,
y'all. That I
oh.
thought y'all knew why the police were created. I saw a lady make a video the other day, and she was like,
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
she gets why white men have been, why they don't want white women to know like history.
Mm-hmm.
And why, because she said she was in a class, or there was a post that asked, talk about something that's wildly built in racism, and people don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, and I went in the comments and said, the federal highway system. She said, and people were in the comments like going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She said, because she said it was like a group of women, like white women, who were in this group talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That basically trying to educate each other on like things that are racist that they don't have a clue about that are
Right.
racist. And when I said the federal highway system, people were in the comments like, what? Like
Yeah.
they were oblivious
Mm-hmm.
to why and how the highway system started.
Yep.
She said, and I was like, yes, everybody doesn't know that the highway system was built through black communities to cut off black wealth and to
Mm-hmm.
shut black businesses down.
Yep.
But people don't know that. She said, and this is why we see why white men don't want us to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Why they don't want us to learn the stuff that they're doing, because they're just, and she stopped, I said, killers.
Mm-hmm.
They're killers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what they are.
That's what it is. And like
They
them
don't want you to know that.
yeah, and them trying to take all that stuff out of the education system is not for black people. It's for them. It's for them.
Yes, because they don't want the white women, because sometimes white women, you get, you don't know what you get.
No.
Because I think that the racism it's in them.
Yeah.
Like it's
Totally.
it's woven into the fabric of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But then you will get those ones who will try to like to do teach their kids, love everybody,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's your friend, and they don't, and white men don't want that shit in their house.
No.
So they keep it away from you so you don't teach it to the kids.
Right.
Because they know that you're trying to raise kids to be good people. They are trying to raise kids to stay away from black people.
I mean, talk about it.
Y'all don't have the same common interests, even though you're under the same roof with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, because
I was watching Housewives of OC.
mm-hmm.
I've been rewatching the old seasons.
Yeah.
I started from season 1, and Lori made a comment. So when, I don't know if you remember, people who listening might not remember, but remember when Lori met George?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Lori was Vicky's assistant, or not her assistant, but she was working in the insurance business with Vicky.
Yeah.
And she was just having it so hard, this single mother. And she ended up meeting a wealthy man, like
Mm-hmm.
a builder. Somebody set her up on a blind date. And it was so crazy because I'm watching this episode, and Lori and George were getting ready to go to a Republican fundraiser. And guess who they was going to support?
Who?
Mitt motherfucking Romney. She was like, I don't know anything about politics,
Mhm.
but I just know that they say this guy, Mitt Romney, is set to be the next president. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I heard that, I thought, Mitt, I would have took you over Trump. And
Exactly. Listen, in a
I
minute.
wouldn't too, and I was scared of you. And
Right. Not
I
scared.
still
Yes.
would have took you over Donald Trump. Cause at
Yes.
least I know you can read.
Thank you.
That's something I done got really off the topic, but I'm gonna say that and we'll say this real quick. It made me it was crazy because Lori made a comment and said she doesn't know anything about politics, but all she knows is that her dad always voted Republican. So
Mhm.
when she turned 18, she just voted Republican.
Yep.
They don't even have a concept of
No.
what it means to be Republican. They don't
They
understand,
don't understand,
but
no.
they just vote the way their parents voted.
Mhm.
They don't, like she said, I don't know anything about politics.
Yeah.
Like, and then now, and so then what do? They get with men who are powerful,
Mhm.
who, oh, this is the way my husband votes. I just vote whatever he votes.
Yep. That's it. They don't need no rhyme or
Child,
reason. No.
they don't need no reason.
Mm-mm.
So that's why they keep everything from them
Yep.
because they want them to be puppets. They don't want them to have a mind of their own.
Mm-mm.
Everything is you have to just go along with what I say.
Right.
Child, yeah, Lori said, I'm telling you, I would have took Mitt Romney. I was scared of Mitt
Mhm.
Romney, honey. But I would have, I mean, because that not reading thing,
Uh-huh.
it just don't sit right with me. There's something about that. And I'm sorry if you can't read, because I done told y'all how to get help with reading too. Like y'all know,
Mm,
I'm a really big proponent, excuse me, on learning to read.
yeah. Please.
And being a grown man, oh my God, with that little vocabulary
I mean, it's
and
sad.
that big of balls, it really disturbs me. Oh my God. Because you can't take it you can't take a person like that serious.
Girl.
Not being mean. Now, it'd be different if he was like, can you help me with this? Or like, if he
Mm-mm.
showed a little
Oh
humbleness,
no, he will never do that.
it would be
He's never
okay.
had to. So
But for you to be walking around calling people stupid
mm,
and signing shit so people can lose their housing and all
yeah.
type of shit. Cause I know y'all have a community action partnership there, don't y'all? I
Hmm.
think everybody has a
Oh
cat.
yeah. Hmm.
They closed the whole office here.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
They laid all them people off in the
Hmm.
office.
And it's
Now
probably going to happen here in bigger cities too.
I did realize a couple of years ago, I think I was trying to everybody was telling me to apply for something for Nana.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, I
I was
remember that.
looking through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, but she was outside of the income guidelines that they had.
Hmm.
But when I was applying, I did notice that they kept directing it to the Columbus office.
Yeah.
And I kind of was thinking then, like, are they gonna close this office?
Hmm.
Honey, he came in and said, shut the whole thing down.
Right.
So I was like, well, what y'all gonna do when y'all know my brain is in November. I think I've been pretty open about that.
Yeah,
Because
pretty
I was just
much.
about to
Yeah.
say, well, what y'all gonna do when it get cold outside? Bitch,
Yeah.
it ain't even got hot
It
yet.
ain't
What
even
is
got
wrong
hot
with
yet. We
me?
still got frost outside, but we need to be thinking about that though. Like
Yeah.
seriously.
Like, yeah, I'm telling you, my brain is in the fall. I don't know why.
Girl.
Maybe because it ain't really warmed up yet.
Yeah.
And I'm so cold, it just feel
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, I still got
is
my
it
little space heater on in the
December?
bedroom. Like, come on now. Then I'll
And
turn the
it
fan on
was
as I get hot.
freezing
Oh, it
yesterday.
was ridiculous. I was outside like, we're really doing this? Okay.
I mean, and it said it was 44,
Mhm.
but let me tell you something. It said feels like 32, and
Yeah.
I felt like it was 22.
Listen,
Oh,
it was cold as
cold.
hell.
Well, baby, I think it's that anemia, though,
Oh, it
basically.
definitely is. Yeah, 'cause I be at work
That's what got us in
freezing.
a chokehold. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
be at work wrapped up in a blanket every
Oh,
day, and
my
people look at me.
God.
But the thing too, it doesn't matter what floor I'm on, where I'm at, what job I'm at. I always get sit under the damn vent. So I'm sitting under a vent,
Oh, my God.
and
Oh,
so that doesn't help. It's cold in there already because they like to keep it cooler in there.
because they hot-blooded.
Yeah.
Yeah, to tell the truth, I'm looking forward to the summertime a little bit because
Listen, and I usually don't because I don't like to be hot, but Mm-mm.
But listen, cause I can be in the house and not necessarily have to have the air like
Mm-hmm.
blasting. Like
Right.
I'm cool. Like as long as
Yeah.
it's not hot when I go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
I'm straight. I can be straight during the day because that's a perfect temperature for me. It's like, ooh, it ain't too hot, it ain't too cold. I ain't in here
Mm-hmm.
freezing.
All I want is my tan back, 'cause that tan I had last summer was every freaking thing. That's what I'm
Oh
that's what
yeah.
I'm wanting back. That was beautiful. I was just like, I was so sad when that thing went away.
Girl, and I got 2 blankets on right now.
I know that's right.
I'm cold,
Ain't
y'all. I'm
nobody
just
playing.
cold.
Yeah, we old shit. So speaking, let's get on the black folks real quick. So
Oh.
you were talking about, you sent me this video, and
Hmm.
it was about s- young guy who wanted to gather one of our good Judies. I can't ever think of his name, but I love his videos.
Hmm.
But it was basically just you explained it better. You because we
Okay,
were talking
so
about it prior
they were talking
previously.
about the pro-Palestinian movement,
Mm-hmm.
and he was basically saying that the movement it's basically racist against black people.
Mm-hmm.
That black people suffer at the hands of Palestinians a lot of racism.
Mm-hmm.
And the little young guy, he was like 18, and I didn't go back and watch his video, but it was like a stitch.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh," the little young guy was like, "Oh, I'm about to cook you." And then, the guy said, "Cook where? What did you cook?" And he went on to explain it further.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, and my thing was this, because you see my comment, and I went in the comment and said it.
Yeah.
This is the conversation that black people are not prepared to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, and the conversation being,
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
we love to stand up and fight for people who hate us.
Yep.
And we've got to, we've got, do you want to have a town hall about something? Have a town hall about that.
Yeah.
We need just us in there. It don't need no white folk. It don't need nobody else.
Mm-hmm. I need to see where people's minds are, for one.
Yes, we need to sit down and have a real conversation. And which is clear that y'all don't understand that, because y'all keep hanging out with them. Y'all keep doing stuff like that black lady who got killed because she was the only one at that sleepover with the white girls.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a podcast on that, y'all. So get ready, because we got some things to say. But go ahead.
I mean, so it's clear that something in you does not want to. I'm not saying hate them.
Right.
I have an amazing white friend.
Mm-hmm.
I love her with all of my heart, and she knows that. And we send memes back and forth to each other all day long.
Mm-hmm.
And she loves animals, and I call a lot of people from my job Mother of the Earth,
Yes.
because they are just very like, oh, I'm
Yes.
vegetarian, I love the animals, I love trees, I don't want anyone to hurt anyone. She's very much that.
Right. Right.
She does rescue for dogs.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a foster parent for dogs who are looking to be adopted. Like,
Yeah.
she's a very sweet person. And so I'm not telling you to hate white people.
Right.
What I'm telling you is be aware of the fact that they don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, I don't care how good a friend you think you are with them. They're going to pick, if it's 7 white people over here that they don't know, and it's you and them, and they got to pick where they're going, they're going to go with them 7 white people.
In a second.
And I need, but I want to know why you're not okay with that. But you know what it is? Because white racism and plantation thinking would make you not pick 7 black people.
Mm.
It has been embedded in you not to trust black people.
Yep.
So you think that you're building relationship, like Dr. King said, off the content of people's character. and not the color of their skin, that is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's no knock against Dr. King, but that's a lie. We've been taught that, but they are not being taught that, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got to stop it because it's only hurting us. And the fact that y'all don't see that, it will really bring a tear to my eye.
It's sad. It
It's
is
really
sad.
sad that we have to, as a people, have to keep explaining to you self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to keep telling you that? Have y'all not studied the stuff that happened on the plantation?
Listen.
You do understand that it was more of a psychological warfare, right?
Mm.
It wasn't, see, you think it's just physical. You think it's just whips and chains. It was a mental beating. And we see pictures of it all today. The way you treat a dark-skinned Black person,
Mm-hmm.
the way you treat a light-skinned Black person.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna do you one better. The way UK niggas treat us.
Yep.
Because let's be clear, we're all Black.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what watching this reminds me of?
What's that?
When I see British people be like, oh, the Americans.
Yeah.
It's like a house nigga, field nigga mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think because Massa kept you in the house with you, you better than us.
Right.
We're all Black.
Thank you. And they look at you the same way, regardless of your accent or whatever. They look at regardless if you say you speak proper English or not.
Baby, you think because you speak the King's English, you still ain't a nigga to them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's devastating to me.
It's sad. It really is sad.
It is what we are seeing when they get into these dysphoria, how they say it, how when we get into these wars and these conversations, it is house nigga and field nigga talk.
All the time.
And that's why I don't participate in it.
No. And it could be something as minor as, just like a TV show that we all like, or, a sporting event, something like that. There always got to be those ones that just got to make it seem like they're above it and they would never do it. But then don't come. You know what? Let me tell you something. When I see something on social media that I don't agree with or I don't like or whatever, I just keep scrolling. I don't have to go in there and say, oh, I would never do that, or I would, I wouldn't do, it's just like, it's so unnecessary. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you don't watch this or you don't like that or you wouldn't do this. Nobody gives a shit. It's just for you to prove that you think that you're better than the other Black folks.
That whole, because it's like, baby, do you need me to show you the map? Do you need me to show you that your boat turned right and ours went straight?
That's it.
I don't understand. I can't really get why they don't get that.
Yeah. It was just a stop. That's it. It was just a stop.
You only speak like this because this is where you were born.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Black people being in Ohio speaking different than Black people in Alabama.
Exactly. Still Black.
We still niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't.
that.
Why don't y'all get?
I mean,
it is disturbing.
It's
is.
Disturbing. It is. And it's just like, and I always will say it, this is why Black people can never come together. Because you always got to have that select group.
That basic, we have to get that basic thought process.
It's slave
and
mentality.
Be on the same page. It is all plantation behavior. And I know y'all hear me say that, and I'm telling you, they did that to you on the plantation.
And y'all still live by it.
And do you see you are still living by it?
It is
and
2025.
It's mental. It's a mental thing. You got to clean that up.
And that's where the generational curses come in, because now a lot of you, came up with this on your own, just because you wanted to be different and difficult or whatever. But a lot of this too is taught. There are things that are taught in a Black family as well. So it's
like what? Say something.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'll speak from experience. I had people who came up to me, who were darker than me and said, you know what, you're cool for a light-skinned person. I was taught not to like light-skinned people. I've had numerous people say that. Or I never would have dated a light-skinned person because I just, so it's the complexion thing.
Yes.
It could be something when.
And that's still plantation.
Yeah. So it's like,
all that is plantation.
Yeah, it all is, and it all just comes. And so it's like and it could be economic status. It could be anything. we have no right to look. And I think I've told this story before, but I'm just going to say this real quick. I remember I was in a class. It was, I think it was a sociology class, and there were this white girl was in there. We were talking about different socioeconomic levels, and then we broke it down within race. And this one white girl, of course, you can tell she was young, and she, probably grew up in the burbs and everything like that. And she just had that look. And then when she said what she said, I was like, oh yeah, she doesn't know any better. So she basically said, well, I don't see why, they talking about black people, because white people, like I don't see that happening where, just because you grew up somewhere, you think that you're better or anything like that, or you haven't suffered, anything, differently, whatever like that. And everybody, even white people, were looking at her like, are you crazy? But there are really people who believe that, that think that, like, why is there this divide within the black community because we're all the same? No, we're not.
Hold on. It's only a divide in the black community because the media has told you it's a divide. Because
Exactly.
let's use her statement as for an example.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand that white people do the exact same thing. But
Thank
guess
you.
what? They are in control of the media, so we don't talk about it.
Exactly. Thank
It's
you.
not highlighted.
And somebody asked her, they were like, you don't think that they were like, and I think they said this to her. Now, this was years ago, so I can't remember verbatim, but it was something on the order of, she was like, I don't know where you grew up at, but she was like, you don't think that you're better or that you're least than another white person or less than another white person. And she just kind of looked all stupid. And she was like, well, I guess I could see it that way, where someone who may have grew
Exactly.
up, in a certain area, and she
Go
said,
take him home. Go take your white poor friend home to see her
exactly.
daddy.
That's what they were getting at. And then she acted like she kind of got it, but she was still confused as to why black people felt that way about each
But let me
other.
tell you why. Because it's exactly the example I just gave. Because if she had a choice and there were 7 poor white people standing there and her one rich black friend that's on the same economic level as her that she grew up with, she gonna go with them 7 poor white girls.
Exactly.
But see,
Yep.
her daddy taught her that. And that's what I'm trying to get across to black people. Pick us regardless. Just pick the nearest black person.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Because they black. That's why you should pick them.
Yeah.
And see what we've been learning and why we needed Trump in the White House, because obviously y'all didn't get it the first time.
Exactly.
So let's show you a second time. He be picking his friends.
Yeah.
He picked the people around him who got the same money as him, who he been going to these cocktail parties with, who he been rubbing elbows with. Pick
Yep.
your friends.
And they weren't no black folks either. All y'all black
Pick
folks that
them.
were rubbing elbows with him, he wasn't thinking about y'all.
You think any LLC I done ever created, any business I done ever opened, the same 5 bitches' name on the board?
Okay.
I'm gonna pick my friends.
There you go. Hello.
Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm gonna pick my friends. What are y'all talking about? My friend just
Listen.
opened up an organization and we finna open up care facilities and homes. Who name on the board? Who is the president of the board? Me, motherfucker? Pick your friends.
Yes.
What the fuck
Okay.
wrong with y'all?
It's
Like,
ridiculous.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Why do I got to tell y'all to pick y'all friends? Pick the black people.
No, y'all want to pick where the money's at and where you
And
know.
let me
who-
tell you why it's really weird y'all ain't picking y'all fucking friends. Because black women are the most educated women on the country, in the country, on the motherfucking planet.
And didn't I just post something about that where
I mean,
there's
we gotta
some-
tell y'all to pick them. They the
education,
smartest ones.
yeah, higher education did not become an issue until black women started getting the most degrees out here, and not only just undergraduate degrees, professional degrees, advanced degrees. Come on now, let's
Oh yeah,
let's
because I'm gonna
stop
tell
it.
you about mine every time. I'm gonna give you the concentration areas and everything.
Okay,
And I'm 2 steps away from going to get an MBA. So
listen.
this damn close. When I heard that lady say, people who got MBAs make more than people who got PhDs.
That's
And I
true.
said, "No, wait a damn
Yeah.
minute. Let me turn this car around." Because
Listen.
I'll find me a little MBA program. That
Okay.
ain't nothing but 18 months.
Girl, go right on, enroll right at Franklin. That's where
Listen,
I got mine at. So there you go.
honey. I
Listen.
mean, that ain't nothing but 18 months. I can do
Listen.
that with my eyes
Okay. It's
closed.
you already know what it is. It's a lot of writing, but you will get that shit done.
Listen,
That
no
part.
problem.
Yes.
I mean,
It's
so that's
ridiculous.
why it's really, but then that goes back to the y'all ain't really friends. Y'all
Yep.
be faking these friendships. I know because
Mm-hmm.
y'all go out to eat and be arguing over that fucking bill. That's gonna be another day. But you bitches, y'all prove to me every day that y'all weird. So listen, I'm gonna tell a true story.
Go
I
ahead.
have been in a position where I've had no money, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean had no money where I was in illness and I had to like build my way back up.
Right.
And me and my homegirl, so I was living off my refund check.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about when I was in undergrad. I'm talking about in graduate school.
Right.
So I'm in graduate school and so I transferred all my credits from Central and transferred them into Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did this and I only had to go to school for 1 year because when they took my credits, I had enough credits for 2 degrees. They were like, you just need to take some of our, basic requirement classes.
Right.
And I got a dual degree when I
Mm-hmm.
finished. So we used to, again, living off my refund check. Me and my homegirl would go to when we got that refund check. I'm like, look, I got my check. I think she was going to school for her what is it called? Intervention specialist degree.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get these refunds, we like, hey, we going to eat, we going to Papa Do's.
Yes.
All right, cool. So here we are poor. Now let's be
Right.
clear. We ain't got no fucking money.
Yeah.
This refund money. We living month to month, check to check, just like anybody else.
Shit, quarter to quarter, semester to
We didn't never
semester.
split no fucking bill. And I can tell you
Okay.
that.
Listen.
So the fact that we were poor
Mm-hmm.
and we were not at Papa Do's. Okay, well, how much was your? Okay, will you pay this your bill? No, bitch, lay the bill down. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we going this house? Okay, I got it. No, don't worry about it. So we had no money. That wasn't no
Right.
money. Now,
Right.
that wasn't like no money to us.
Right.
But y'all mean to tell me that y'all be in there with real jobs, splitting the bill
Arguing about it.
and arguing about this shit?
Getting your calculators out, getting down to that penny, honey.
But then this is my thing too. Then y'all be in there or hollering at the bitch. And let's just say y'all do go that way. I can cover my bill. Like I
Right.
ordered $100 or $200 worth of food. I'm gonna lay this 300 down, for my food for my tip. Now, why you mad at me? Because I don't want to split with you. You couldn't afford what you ordered. Like,
Right.
why do we gotta mush this together to just pay your $100? What's
That's
the big
it.
deal? So what? You only came with $50 but ordered $100 worth of food? Then y'all
Right.
be doing weird shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about that shit before y'all get to the table. Like, listen, I want to go, but this all the money I got. So,
Mm-hmm. So I'll
this,
let you
this,
know if
and
I
that.
can get you, or then I'll let you know. Well,
Yeah, because
you
then
got
at
to
least let the person be prepared.
exactly.
I remember one time I went for my mama's birthday, and my same friend, it was Brittany. She was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, I got you. I got you. I got y'all. Don't worry about that."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why y'all hanging out. I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just weird to me because every time me and her see this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and she has even said to me before too, like, oh, she'll go out with other people. She was like, you see how we'll just pay like, hey, I got this.
Yeah.
And then another round come, okay, no, I got this.
I got you
Like,
on the
she
yeah.
was like, when I go out with other people, they be like, oh no, like I'm paying for my drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I've been with people like that before. Yeah.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Just stay home. Just somebody go buy a bottle
Right.
and stay home.
That's it.
Just stay
Yeah. Just stay
home.
home. Yeah. Order some DoorDash or something. Or no, yeah, DoorDash, because you can use Klarna now. So order your DoorDash and you can get
Then
what you
hold
want.
on. I just had a homegirl say to me, oh yeah, we took up a collection for some pasta and garlic bread.
A collection.
And so I said, shit. I said, you did what? I said, as many times y'all that came to my house, have I ever asked y'all for a dime to make some pasta?
Girl.
Oh my God. I don't know what's happening in the
I
world.
don't
That's
either.
why when I said last week it smelled like people, that's
Yeah,
why I said,
that was the perfect title. I said
honey, I
yes.
stay away. I
That's
stay
it.
away.
That's
I
it.
stay right in here.
Mm-mm.
You want to come on? Cause I buy stuff that I want. And come on
Right.
over. Come on
Yeah,
over.
that's it. Yeah, we can chill right here.
We
I
can
don't
chill
like
right
people
here,
anyway,
baby.
like
It's
you
bottles
said.
in there.
Yeah, I'm not
I
trying to
don't even
smell
be
them.
drinking.
Exactly.
That's for like company.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I don't know
Right.
what y'all
I
doing.
don't either. I don't get
It's
it.
weird as hell out
Yeah,
there.
it is.
It's
It's weird and it's
weird.
scary and ghetto. I can't.
It's like it feel like the Wizard of Oz where the monkeys was flying in the sky. Like,
Girl. And then now that we're all back in the office full time, I can't. I'm just like, oh, this is too much people. Because, like the thing is, like, I mean, there were days where more people were there than others. But even before we left out the office for COVID, there were days that, a lot more people were in the office than were teleworking that day. So yeah, but girl, Monday through Friday, I'm
I
used to
feel
this.
like COVID. I just remember when all this happened, and I
Mm-hmm.
said to you, I feel like I said it to everybody around me. You can't unscare the shit out of people once you scare them.
No,
Once
no,
you scare them, you cannot take this shit back. And
no,
when they started shutting shit down, I just kept telling y'all, this ain't gonna go right, y'all.
no,
This ain't gonna go right.
This is the
This
beginning of
ain't.
the end. That's what I
This ain't gonna
said.
go right. And so
Yeah.
now think about being back in the office. I'm sure it is like and nobody's gonna talk about it. But
Right.
it's a traumatizing experience.
It
Because
is.
people are still scared of COVID. Like
Mm-hmm.
people are still scared to be in close quarters with people. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that people are like, I want to go home.
Oh
What
yeah.
that little girl said that meme, I want to go home.
Yes.
Because that shit is scary.
It is. And like
Because now we've seen your hygiene habits. So we
Yeah.
can't leave that out.
Yeah. Oh girl.
We've seen the fact that y'all don't take
I
baths.
mean,
We've
'cause
seen
y'all
the fact
talked
that y'all
about
don't
it.
wash hands.
Y'all talked
And
about it.
clearly we've seen the effects of it. Because that's why people were getting so sick.
Yeah.
Y'all touching them dirty hands that you clearly told us now you go to the bathroom and you don't wash your hands.
Exactly, because we've seen y'all walk right on out of there.
And
out
you've
that stall.
openly said it on podcasts and over the air. And I'm so relieved we can talk about this.
Yeah.
So like, honey, you got the lights on your desk down
Think I
every
don't?
day. Like we got to keep the workstation clear now.
Girl.
Because
And I sit right up front, so everybody passes my desk. I'll be like, girl. I'll be like,
what my mama said when I was born, she put that net over me. So
Yes.
people could, you need a net over your desk. Because by the door?
Girl. No, well, it's not by the door. It's just like in the middle. It's in the aisle, basically.
Oh, God, no. That
Yeah.
means everybody walking by.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Girl. I can't. But I like it because I can face and see who's coming towards me. That's the only reason why I like it.
Yeah.
But girl, yeah, it's too much. It's people. I don't like smelling them. That is my new thing. I'm so glad you said that. I was like, oh, that's show title. Woo-wee. Well,
girl, another day, another dollar.
Yes.
Another crazy person.
Listen.
Well, as usual, you all know you can reach us at girl_you-know-what, at Danny B Speaks, and at Wellness in Women. We hope that something was said or done to make you laugh, not make you cry, but make you think. And until next week, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.